here we are here at one of my favorite hometown ponds, and it was kind of an interesting ride because I took my bike here. I rode my bike to the pond. I rode my bike to the pond. Yes, I did. And why I was initially riding my bike around my neighborhood, I guess, I ran into an issue. I packed my bag. Packed my Eddie Bauer bag. I opened it. And I went to grab a sip of my water. Just one sip of my water. I was probably like probably not even 2 miles in. And I had to walk my bike because there was a puddle on the dirt road. And it, well, between, snakes, things that could be existing in the puddle, and my own curiosity over how deep the puddle was, I decided to get off my bike and walk it around the puddle and get a sip of water on the way. And why I did that, when I was doing that, I realized my bike tire was flat. But I was on one of my favorite roads that leads to a pond, that leads to this pond. So I decided to turn around and maybe record one of my first. This is two, but no, it's not gonna be my first. Maybe it will be my first. Maybe it will be my first. We'll see how good it comes out. But one of my first videos on this channel, which I dubbed Environment All ASMR. And part of the reason for that name was my deep-rooted, literally rooted. There's a plane. I'll try to edit that out. Let's see how good I do. From my journalism experience. From my previous school experience where I was going for journalism, I now understand that I'm pretty sure I should be facing the other way so the sun isn't as overexposed in this angle. But my phone, the phone that I'm recording this on, right here, but really my phone is my audience now, so hi guys. But I'm pretty sure I should be the other way. So the plane has passed now, but I invite you all to take a sip of water with me, since the last thing I did, which I may have edited out or may have left in depending on my motivation and if I upload this video, sorry, but I invite you all to take a sip of water for me for my break. But basically, my intent my intent behind this channel is to really raise awareness for the necessity in environmental protection. I think, especially the younger generation like mine, I am 20, so I guess on the younger spectrum, I think we could all really unite in our fear behind what is next for our environment. And I think there's this big disconnect between us and our natural habitat. And I think a big way of reforming that is to kind of unify some of our technological technological advancements with some of that historic knowledge behind the importance of our history, of the ground underneath our feet, and try to reverse some of that ignorance of the vital nature inherent in our genuine nature, if that made any sense. But I've done a lot of reading, whether it be Walden Pond by Henry David Thoreau, a lit classic, as they say, or Silent Spring by Rachel Carlson, and those essays, I think of like Self-Reliance by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and then, I don't know, just some other books here and there that have really got me thinking of how to create a soundscape of some of the things I really enjoy and connect to in nature. That's like, wow, you step outside and you hear a bird call, or you just hear silence, or you kind of slow down your pace for a minute, and you realize all you've forgotten and all you've given up being so stimulated and so excitable. And I don't want to create any shame for living in a modern world, in being just a normal human navigating their way through life. But I just thought there's a really good opportunity for sharing some of what I love, some of the natural soundscapes that have kept me motivated and kept me sane throughout some of my own personal struggles, which I'll probably delve into for this channel. But yeah, I thought it would be a really good time to start ASMR, because there's a lot of sound I want to share, and I think recording and explaining some of my own fondness to the sounds that are so easy to tune out every day, but I have become reconnected to, and doing it in a way that also expands on my knowledge of ASMR content and how I found my own self-soothing through that. I think I might be able to introduce all of you to some techniques and some thought experiments that could be beneficial to you all, could give you a deeper connection to your environment, to your local life, and maybe give you a new outlook on how to view struggle, on how to view importance, and how to cope. I have a real microphone. I have plenty of ideas, but I haven't done much so far. But I thought I could give you guys a little introduction in one of my favorite places and let you hear maybe the wind passing by. Maybe you could hear some of the bubbles from the pond that I am underneath on this bridge that I'm tapping on now. Can you imagine being one of the tadpoles or lily pads or frogs that live on here 24/7 and just kind of being like, who would tap on a bridge? Why are they tapping on the surface over us? What could they be doing? It doesn't sound like a footstep. It sounds like a human fingernail tapping on a bridge. But there was a day where this bridge wasn't here and I couldn't cross the pond, but all the animals beneath this bridge never had to deal with some of the nuisances that have come along just by building one bridge. If you see here, this is a cigarette butt. This is a cigarette butt. So, there's a couple on this bridge. Not from ones I've left behind, but you can see how one bridge could cause a surprising impact to the local ecosystem. It could encourage litter that can create a toxic environment to the local pond, or it could be one person's call to get out. You know, everything's nuanced, and I think it's better to be outside than to experience a life for yourself before being so quick to dismiss a problem that might be easy to not think about. Well, this is a little messy, a little unscripted, but I don't know if you'll be able to hear half the stuff I say. I would have enjoyed some more tapping and some more, I guess, an actual microphone and all this stuff. But I'm going to